Sorry, back again. There was problem in last video, which was dismantled due to signals. The masses. Every time it happens, I don't know where is the problem. Problem here at server or problem somewhere else. Well, it happens. What to do? It continues and it shall continue. They have to bear with this. I was talking about our nation's issues, which are very important. We have to change our system or not. That's not a question. But we have to change our mentality. We have to change our thoughts. We have to think a different way. Future lies with us. We are not weak country. We are very strong country, and we can remain strong if we wish. A country of 140 crore people cannot be small one, cannot be weak one. We have to understand this clearly. We have potential. We have kinetism. We have dynamism. We have money. We have sources, natural sources, and we have to use them. We cannot depend upon others, overseas nations to help us all times. We are human resources, we are natural resources, and we have to take that into our considerations all times. I have spoken a lot on resources that we have, and we have to respect those resources. But we should have good leaders for that. We should have those leaders who can preserve this nation, who can preserve these resources, and who can help us. We are not helped by our leaders. So far, situation is that leaders are looting leaders, leaders are cheating leaders, leaders are professional leaders. They are not sincere leaders. They should be professional leaders. But in politics, if politics is made a profession, you cannot expect their leadership. If politics means, which means to serve your society, serve your nation religiously in a sense, you serve them only without any expectation, financial expectations or some other expectation. If you serve people, you have to serve them. It doesn't mean that you have to, you can say, keep your position intact all time. Even if you don't have position, you don't have political status, you don't have constitutional status, you can serve society. Those who had no statuses, they serve society. They created their own status, social status, national status, public status. Public status is more valuable than constitutional status. It is very true. If you are in public, you serve public, and public gives you power. This means public gives you power. Public empowers you not because of your face or because of your body or because of your property or because of something else. Public empower you because of your loyalty. You are loyal to society, you are loyal to nation, you serve without any lust, without any desire. That is called leadership. It doesn't mean you are in a position of prime minister or president or minister. That position is not required. That is not politics. That is a business. You can serve yourself, you can serve your people, and that is more important, without any expectation. And that is what we have to do. If you don't do it, if you measure my work, measure my efforts in terms of money I get, then it's not service. It's a transaction. Okay, I'm doing this for you, give me this. That's all. That's end of business. Means this is my relation to someone, this is my service I delivered to you, you give me this in exchange, and that's a totality. And that's next one, next transaction, and that's third transaction, fourth. It goes on like in professional way that I am not doing service free to you, but in politics means service to people, and service to people means you just get that one which is just adequate for you and nothing else. Public service is very important if it is done rightly, and public shall stand with you if you are honest. And if you're not honest, they shall know you are not honest. I shall not just refer some examples only. I shall just speak correctly that I have spoken many times to you people, but reiterating is very important because you forget all times. World is going very fast, and when something fast means not other than earth, sir, I'm talking earth speed. No, I'm not talking that. I'm talking mentality. Whole world mentality is to eat all earth as soon as possible. Eat earth means eat resources of earth. Everybody prefers that. And when something is in excess, you know what result is. Excess of everything is bad. And this is right. We have exhausted our resources, though we have not even gone through all. Yet whatever we discovered, that these are our resources, and we have to explore them. We explore them and pull them out, and we abuse them, we add them. This happened. But we have to think for future as well, which is called sustainable development. Sustainability. And what does it mean? Generally, professionals know that what is meaning of sustainable, just like meaning of reliable. First, it should be sustainable. Sustainable means whatever you have today, you should save out of that some proportion which can be used by your further generation for their lives, and they should use something out of their making, some part, so that it can be used by another generation. And life should move on like that. It may be life, it may be weather, it may be air, it may be resources, it may be whatever it is, where you can rely upon, you can use it, and so that lives keep on moving, and it gains the renownment, just like tree leaf falls and that come again. Same thing as life. Means you should not go to void state, means you have nothing in your hands, and that is called sustainability. And sustainability is a requirement we are defining now, but it is a requirement from very beginning. It has been a requirement. You have to make availability for future people, and reliability is very important. Our system of democracy, of secularism, and all these parameters, these powers that have been included on our constitution, which are, you can say, sovereign status, and it is socialist status, and secular status, democratic status, and republic status. These five status must stand with full announcement, full declaration that we all are alive. But many of these, you can say, out of these five, generally all have been degrading themselves, as well as they have been degraded by politicians, as well as by public itself. Because public is swayed, is moved by what leaders state, what they say. Because public is not open-minded, public is close-minded. Majority of people are close-minded. They cannot think, they just follow up what their leaders say to them. Just follow up. And only few percentage of people, you may say 3%, 2%, they think, you can say, those are think tanks or think reservoirs of our system, our country. Others are follow reservoirs, means follow up only, no thinking capacity. It's a big question, it's a big requirement. If you don't have thinkers, if you don't have people those can concentrate, those minds can penetrate problems, you cannot move further, because you are a layman otherwise if you cannot think. Laymen are generally available everywhere, but thinkers are not available everywhere. Thinker's job is to think based on applications and based on theories. If you think that way, you will find certain first principles or follow principles. But followers are followers. They just want to live meeting the requirements. And thinkers think, of course, requirements, but not that way others non-thinkers do. Maybe you are a little confused about my statements. My statement is, we should respect those who are thinkers. We should listen to them. Maybe they are wrong, but listening is no problem. They should justify what they say, either in writing or in verbatim or by whatever publication they do it. It's very important. I don't consider our political leaders. The leaders are here. We feel when we talk of leaders, we say political leaders, democratic leaders, not science leaders or engineering leaders or business leaders or industries leaders or some other leaders. They are all leaders. But what leader mean is these leaders who run government, who run nation, and they are responsible for our executive, etc. Those people I'm talking, and this is not what is happening in our country. This is happening in every country. There is no peace everywhere. Elections, every day you find some news that this country got election, that country conduct election, this country conduct election, and this has only going. We do same thing here. We conduct election now in Haryana and Maharashtra state elections, and then there were lots of elections many months back. Everywhere it's moving. But we claim our democracy is very top democracy. It is very vibrant democracy. But what I am observing, it was vibrant long before. Now it's a dead democracy. It's democracy for sake of democracy. Elections are conducted only for sake of elections, not for electing representatives. We elect gundas, we elect criminals, we elect the internationals. This is now our democracy. Because this is not for people left now. It is for the leaders left now. It is only for leaders. It is only for politicians. It is for political workers. And they also buy democracy because they buy party tickets. Then they spend money. Crores and crores of rupees are spent. And then they come back with robbing votes. By robbing votes, they rob our votes. And this is not acceptable phenomenon. If we want to change ourselves, like many countries have changed and they are changing, we have to be little hard. Hard in sense of revolutionary power. We have to understand that it is our system, we made it and we have to preserve it. We are not preserving it. We expect others to preserve it, while it's our duty to preserve. Always, youth in any country, in whatever nation, is responsible first at first hand. If youth is not responsible at first hand, then system shall never develop because it is youth that rises to middle age and then rises to old age. Youth is responsible, of course, youth cannot be mature, youth cannot be, you can say, decisive, but of course, he has energy. Youth has energy. That energy, dynamic one, that can be either thrown away, it can be searched, or it can be used for our development. Best thing is we should use it for development. And I always stress youth because youth, when I was youth, we tried to do everything for our way, our profession, our country, whatever we could do. It's not question of money. It's not question of thing. Means you have to contribute whatever you can contribute to your society, your nation. That is most important. Yes, you may do some job, you may do something, but for your country or something, some benefit should come to your country where you are living in. Because when you are living in country, you are for that country, and that country is for you until you leave that country for good. You can leave this country for good. Any country you can leave for good. It's up to you. Question is, wherever you live, you think for society, you think for nation, you think for whole world. Don't think for leaders. Again, I am telling you, we are not born here to support leaders. We are born here to support this land, to whom people call Bharat Mata, people call whatever they say. We are not supporting that. If you are calling Bharat Mata and you are killing Bharat Mata citizens for none of their fault, how can you say that it's your land? You are a killer in your land. It's not admitted. It's not accepted. You should help your land. If I am killing someone, I am a criminal. Simple. Law punishes me or doesn't punish me. That is different aspect. But I am criminal. Means if purity has gone out of our system, we have become impure. Just like virus comes in computer, we have been seized of our system. Our system has either we have seized system or system has saved us. Both possibilities exist. In fact, we have seized system. Our politicians, our leaders, our those invested interests, they do not want that system should move. And people are least bothered about that. There is defined system is working, but people are not interested in system to work. If system works, means you cannot take bribe, you can do wrong jobs. They try to dismantle system temporarily or permanent. They dismantle something. System is, for example, there's a triangle. That is just a assumption. Triangle has got three sides. Somebody comes and he tries to strengthen it, make it good surface, or enlarge it to four sides or to five sides to make it more powerful, more area wise. But somebody comes, no, I want to take one side out of this triangle. If you take one side of this triangle, what do you mean by that? What do you think was the result? Result is it's not a figure. It can't be measured. It's an angle. If third side is gone, it's an angle. That's what we are doing. We have a system. We have a management defined. Of course, not fully defined, partly defined. We have complete written document that says that mandates this way this nation shall be governed at federal level, at diverse level, at emergent level. Systematic way is defined, but our representatives, they do not know what constitution is. They know name is their constitution, but they do not know what is hidden, what is open, what is contained inside. That is our root of weakness. We have to eradicate this weakness, and if we cannot eradicate weakness, this weakness shall eradicate us from reality. Everybody should be a politician according to my ideology. You all are politicians in fact, and those politicians are criminals in fact. You are doing your duty, you are going to cast vote, you are going to elect them, but your problem is you do not know how to elect them. Just voting is not enough. Before voting, it is enough. It should be mandated, not by law, but by your own, that you must know what that person is. That person may be party person, may be non-party person. You must ensure before allowing vote to go to that, what sort of person is that, what person structure is having, what is his mentality, what is his thought, how he stands, how he acts in life, what is his status in society, how he behaves and conducts, and how he thinks of nation. If this much you cannot know about some candidate, then for what you are voting, you also don't know. If you are voting just in name of certain political party, that I condemn that vote. I don't consider that vote because you are a biased person. You have set in your mind that I want to vote this party and that's my end, or I want to give my vote to this prime minister or to this president or to the other minister. And you are not a real voter. You are a voter for sake of voting only, and voting is not democracy. Decision is democracy. Consent is democracy. If you vote someone, for example, it happened in Haryana, you see this time what happened? A person who's accused of rape, and not only that person, many others sitting in Lok Sabha, 233 out of 545 MPs are accused. There was one time Amit Shah was accused, there was one time Modi was accused, and they are still in politics. Because even if you are accused, you are free to move in politics as if you are Satyavadi Harishchandra. You are from that clan, and you are born truth. Truth is your weapon, truth is your property. And when practically it's not. If somebody says, I am true, I don't believe that person. Because you don't know what you are, or third person should tell what you are. But you are yourself declaring I'm true. These politicians, definition of politician, you know all that. It's liar, it's a crook, it's a robber, and it doesn't value its voters. Politicians' nature in our country is voter has got no value, and politicians do not value voters because voter is voter, can be swayed, can be moved to politicians' requirements by fake speeches, by emotionally full environment speech, a speech that can move your mind, a speech that can move your sentiments for a few hours, and you vote for that leader. That is what is happening. Our youth are very well educated, They say PhD guys are getting Nokri of guards or go PN. This means our country is very well educated. We are not able to afford them jobs. We are not able to contain them, but we want to use them. Very good, use them. But don't forget, they are intelligent people if they are educated. They did not get job. This is not their fault. This is fault of nation. If those people, highly qualified people who have done so much in their life in education, but they did not understand any technical work, they don't know anything with their hands, and you are saying these people are not capable, how shall they be capable? A degree certificate doesn't mean you're capable. Your capability comes from what sort of work you're doing. You may blame something, you accept something, you are politician, you can speak whatever it is, but that's not doesn't lead to solution. Our people and people in other countries too all need solutions. If that party in power, that person in power can solve this, then that person is their leader. But if a power person runs away from your questions, you cannot say that that person is right one, that person is right politician. Politics is very, very important for our society. Politics means system management, system responsibility, system obligation that we have, that judiciary has, that legislature has, and that government has. We have to understand that very well. And it is unfortunate that our system, our constitution could not be understood by our youth. That was required. Only few youth regard that. Others do not regard. Youth do not regard constitution. They talk of constitution only. They do not know ABCD of constitution. Maybe 2-3% youth are there who are either studying constitution or law, or they are interested one, because interested people also there. But generally, people are not interested. If you want to change this country, you have to change your attitude. You have to change your thoughts. You have to incline yourself to know what we are, where we are, what is our surrounding, what is our law, what is our system. Super law is Constitution of India. It is not ordinary law. It is law which we enacted ourselves, public, not parliament. It's we elected ourselves, and we did everything in this. First, we were supported by many, many people, many, many intelligent, highly intelligent people, who could conceive what could happen in future, and accordingly, they produced this one for us to be used by us, to be understood by us. But practically, it's not happening, and this is my regret. We can know physics, we can read chemistry, we can qualify biology, we can qualify engineering sciences, and we can qualify PhD and all others. We can qualify IT sector, we can qualify. But we cannot qualify our management. We can qualify IIM, we can qualify others, but we cannot qualify our own system, which is top management, and that is Constitution of India, and with many institutions within that contained in, we do not qualify that. We do not try to understand that. It's not a big deal if you do it, and if you and these leaders do not intend that we should know that, we should understand that, and that is really a cause must be understood. And when you read that, these leaders know that you will remove them, and these leaders don't want to be removed. But why should depend upon leader? You are free. You're educated one. Book is with you. No need of spending money. You can download from internet. It's available. Every chapter of Constitution is available, and it is available point to point, not just in summary. Download it. Study it. Study in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. How much you want to take? It's just 395 articles. Not much. You read one article a day. It takes 395 days. If you do articles, say half of that. Can't you read 4-5 articles a day? Can understand that? You just take to 10-15 minutes to read them, understand them. And once you understand Constitution, then you will stop, can say, supporting someone blindly or chanting mantra of someone blindly without even understanding what you're talking of. The leaders want that youth should stay as they are. Yes, they say you enjoy your life, but don't ask me constitution. But they forget that constitution is everything in this country and no one can harm that. That is also agreed one. It's my constitution, it is for me, it's for my nation, my public, and I have to learn it, I have to understand it. I have to see my rights, I have to my limitations, my confinement, my qualification of nation and what it is. I have to see rights of my parent, rights of my people. Means whatever is the, how can I conduct in society, how can I conduct in public, in government, what I should do, I should not do. These come from this constitution. And further laws, of course. But constitution is prime law. It is constitutional law, it is public law, it is public document, we did it ourselves. This is supreme law of Bharat. Supreme to Supreme Court and supreme to all. Supreme Court also submits to this constitution. They work accordingly, not excess of that kind of thing. Yes, we have to be very careful in selecting, in electing our representatives, which is basic requirements, or else we are going to impact upon us only, impact upon us by ourselves. There is no need of some person to impact upon you because we act in a foolish way if we don't respect something written by those senior people and then they left us. How they left us, I don't know. Is it in a personal way or is it in a professional way? But we have been left with that. Maybe what I'm talking, if you start boring, every day he talks this and that and this and that. But you should know when you want to buy vegetable, when you want to go to market to buy something, do you buy blindly? Just think of when you're spending rupees 50, rupees 100, rupees 500. Do you spend blindly? Don't you want to see what you're buying is worth or not? You see that. So why, when you're buying these leaders, these powerful society people who handles politics, who handles everything, why do you want to buy them with complete investigation, complete scrutiny? You talk to vegetable vendor, you this is bad, this is rotten, this is not what you are mixing this and that. You are talking to that person who is a poor one, who doesn't answer this, who cannot answer this because that person is layman. But you are not layman. You can tell them, or you can say, understand from them what problem is, and then you buy. But you can buy free of cost these leaders without any responsibility, without any accountability, and then they loot nation. It is because of you, not because of leaders. Leaders know what you are. Leaders know that we are important people. We have no stamina. We cannot speak. We cannot raise voice. And once voice is suppressed, you cannot move further because your mandate is suppressed. Your mandate is suppressed means you have no power to stay, you have no freedom, you have no opportunity of business, and you cannot do business as well. So, my dear, it's very important point that we have to keep our eyes open and forget what's happening all over. Everything is happening all over the world. They will manage that. Problem comes to us only because we are suppressed by some those people who are not and who never been with this society. They are there in power, and this is not fortunate. But we are helpless. We brought them to power ourselves. They came through EVM or they come something else. Now, no question of that because they are in power. We allowed them to take oath. We did not stop them from that, so they are in power. And again, they are coming to power by hook or by crook. They are coming to power. There is no morality left. Nobody is moral. All are rotten now. We just see morality from different angle, from every different angle, very actually different angle. We are spoiling our country. We are spoiling our society. We are spoiling this nation. We are selling this nation. It is something we have to correct it. If you do something wrong, it's profession. Your society handling is more important because you are living in this. You are getting bad and good both effects. from your follow-up from your. Why don't you come forward to participate in system? Crying, shouting, sloganing against government, against this would not serve any purpose. Because when people are in government, they think they are everything. Same people who are in a position, they used to talk something else, and when they come to power, they change themselves. They change themselves. Why do change? Just because of their own sake, their own survival. This is the best job for them to be politician. If they come to power, they enjoy it. And they're enjoying. There are cases people are enjoying. We know all those. So why to invite people to construction in private is a question. Why to invite them? What reason lies there that this one shall be beneficial to me? Why should we think that way? Thinking is more important than doing. First you think and then do it. If you want to improve this country, you have to change yourself. Change yourself, otherwise this country can never be improved. This is proven fact. If I depend on solely politicians, I am fool. Because political business is different. If they did political service, fine, but they are doing political business. They may call Satyavadi Harishchandra themselves. No, they are not. They are not. They are business people. They are doing political business, vote business, ministerial business. They tell something, they do something else. They are not concerned about people. They are not concerned about poor. They are not concerned about public. They are only concerned about their job, their act. Nothing else they are concerned with. They cannot be, because politicians means all this. Polite, politicians means polite. Polite means not harsh. This means you can't act harsh. And if you can't act harsh means you cannot do something. You only interested on hath jodo, you are not interested in actions. You are only interested in waving, you are not interested in working. That's the difference. It's very nowadays waving and handshake and all that is a fashion. It's a show. If you are waving, you are not serious about work. You are serious about public relations only. It's not criticism, it's fact. A leader who thinks, a person who thinks does not care for waving or shake hand or namaste or all that. Yes, that is ethics, that's okay, fine, that's fine, but more important it is public orientation. Why public is not valued and why public accepts all this? Why do we accept all this? It's not our fault, it's our fault. We expect everything to be done by these politicians, but we don't do ourselves. Why don't we elect good people? Is that not important? No. For example, Konda, Haryana, recent election, you elected a rapist. Why? In Lok Sabha, we elected 233 out of 544 criminals. Why? What was need there? We did not even think that candidates are criminals. We cannot know that even. What sort of people are we? 233 persons as per statistics. They are criminals or criminal backgrounds, and we could not even identify them. We elected them MPs of Lok Sabha. So what shall you say about this? Any answer with people? They don't answer because they don't know he was standing election, he was contested. They didn't know that. They just voted to someone. They voted to Modi and that's it. Yes, one mask is there. You see that mask and put that mask on your vote and vote. This means that. Why are you not serious? You think vote is a cricket ball? Vote is football ball? It's carom board? What it is? Vote is your future. Vote is not so simple as you're thinking. It's very big power. It's power that makes government. It's power that makes legislature. It's power that will make your country. But if it goes to hands of those who are criminals, you think it work for you? Rapist elected MP. Rapist got elected. And we are happy, we are clapping. People are celebrating. A person whose whose relative is in jail, and he's supporting a party. For what? And why party is accepting that? This means party got no moral, and that person who's supporting that party got no moral, and these voters who we all are all only sleeping. We just go and vote in name of party or in name of leaders. We don't vote in name of representative who shall represent us. We don't do that. That is false system we are following. It's a ceiling, false ceiling type, which just hides, you can say, these AC ducts and many other points, the services points inserts that are in slab. It just gives a false view of that by installation of false ceiling. This is what we do. Why do we like this? Why don't we understand this? Why do we not? Yes, we know that vote can change government. I am not interested in changing government. I am interested in changing representative. Government is something else. Government is not in our hands. If you do not, if you don't elect good representative, then you shall have corrupt government. All corrupt governments would come to power if you don't have good representatives. If representatives are saleable, if they are sold like vegetables, crores of 10 crore rupees vegetable, 15 crore rupees vegetable, then that vegetable is not worth eating. It will not serve your purpose. It shall not give you anything. It will just give you disease, national disease, social disease, and it's giving. You are depending on your politicians who are criminals. I don't understand. Why don't you understand this? We are not even angry. Forget. We help them. We just write in their favor. We fight with ourselves. If a person is bad, we should say bad. Simple. Some people, some people are, some people respect. God say G. Some people write on God say G. You are calling a person who's a killer, who killed some freedom fighter who was Gandhi, and you are worshipping that person. What sort of politics is this? A person who was involved in that criminality of killing Gandhi, in that intrigue, and that person is thought of being awarded Bharat Ratna. What sort of people we are? That person who's apologized 10 times, 9 times to British design should be released from jail, and you are regarding that parties to be your party. Just think of how can people run away taking money from bank and then tease you, challenge your system. This means something is wrong somewhere. Who is wrong? I did not give loan. Bank give loan to those people, and means bank is professional. There are professional managers, professional workers, professional clerks in bank, and if they cannot control, then what purpose their education serve? If they don't secure what they give, what's the purpose of that? Of course, backing of government is there, we all know, but they will not take responsibility. They only say something on phone and say do this. But who is responsible for that? Ultimately, bank people are also from public, and leaders also from public. We are responsible for that. We are not restraining ourselves. We are not controlling ourselves. We are not controlling our emotions. We are not controlling our power because we are living easy society. We are living easy life. In our country, everything has been very easy. Food has been easy at cheap rates. Water has been easy at cheap rates, and many other items have been easy in past. Had been easy, and we used to avail them at low cost. If you compare other countries, situation is not that one. It's different. Their money is value, and everything else is value. Here, we condemn all this. We don't value that because we have natural resources. We have, you can say, availability of good labor, professional labor at low cost. When these happen, we do not care problems. But this is not permanent. We need a service government. We need a government that serves us. We need a legislature that serves us. And that only we can get when we are right. We understand what is our vote, which we do not understand till now. We understand what only this, that's what can change this leader. Can change only we understand that we can change by vote these leaders and nothing else. After that, beyond that, we do not understand. We don't value our right, what this right means. After how many decades, how many centuries of struggle we got this, we don't value that. You are owner of this country. You are empowered to remove all these dirty politicians and bring good politicians, but you will not do that. You will not do that. They may abuse EVMs, you keep silent. They may abuse your vote, you keep silent. They may torture people, you keep silent. They may lynch you, you are silent. Everywhere you are silent, then you are not active human. You are passive human. They go on beating your head, breaking your legs, breaking your hands, breaking your body. You keep digesting everything. No resistance, no voice. If that is the case, how can you say that you are best country in the world? You can stage dramas as PM does. You can stage whatever it is. But that doesn't give any answer. That doesn't give any value. We have to understand that point. That is very important. But no, we learn. We just argue for sake of arguing without any meaning. We just emotionalize ourselves without any meaning. We just start fighting in the name of some leader. Why do you fight? Okay, it is difference of opinion. I accept this leader as good, you accept the same leader bad. No problem. But why are you fighting for that? Why don't you think of that? Why don't you find solution for that? Why you are calling this man? He is before also this was wrong. Before what was there has gone. You cannot bring that time back. But whatever is now, we have to check it. We have to examine it. If we cannot examine it, what's value of my education? Why I went to school and colleges and got certifications only for money making? No, that's not acceptable. I am not money maker. I am a sustainable person. Money is one criteria, but money is not every criteria. Money is required, but money should be with you for certain purposes only. You can keep money in your pocket, you can buy a house. Can you keep that money? You cannot keep that. Well, what I'm talking is something is we have to change our attitude. We have to concern this nation as ours, first of all, which many people just show. If you think that this nation is yours, if you consider that, you will not oppose this nation. You will not try to loot this nation. You will not try to appreciate these political leaders because they are all AC leaders. They are not original ground leaders. They don't know problems of workers. They don't know problem of employees. That's the reason we respect them. Is it? They are not interested in this. They're interested only in business. Only in business of politics. It was service sometimes back, long back. It's now it's business. Okay, I get vote from this section. I get my seat should be there. No problem. All let them go. We have to change this. We have to forget that a person who is elected must be for 5 years. We have to stop this practice. As we need change in constitution on that, okay, think on this. A person who is getting say 31% vote, 30% vote, 35% vote, he is declared elected. Yes, because of majority votes. Is number one, he gets elected. But what about number two? If there's just a difference of you can say one vote or 100 votes or 1,000 votes or 2,000 votes, if there is difference like that, means you are wasting time. Why not use that second person also? Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's 75% polling or 70% polling. That should be first requirement. Poll as much as possible. Then you see what percentage first is getting. If out of that 75% or 80%, first one is getting 40%, even 50%, that's manageable, that is acceptable. And second is getting 10%. So all those seats that were meant for this percentage, 70%, should be evaluated properly. They have to do it, election commissioners. Or government has to make such a law that we just want to believe in system change, we believe in right people, we believe in efficient people to our system, and that's the way that this change is done. If you do this change, let us say, instead of declaring one candidate, if two candidates are declared, if there is no much difference in votes, if say some candidate 80% of poll, that's different, means that person is exclusively public person. But if first one gets only 30% vote and second one gets 29% vote and third one gets 10% vote, then don't you think the second person also must be involved? Just by defeat of one vote or 50 votes, you think that person is level zero? No level zero. Then there should be set some committee. So we should do that. Means the committee should help us what to do, how to do this, how to release this. That is important. But we are not doing that. We are least of that. It's just the proposing system we must keep. In many countries, just not seats are counted, percentage of vote is also counted. That's also very important. Tunisia and many other countries doing that. So why we do not use this public strength for all? Okay, you are getting 35% votes out of 100. You are elected first. You should get 2 years contract or 3 years contract on this house. And once expires this contract, other people has to come, other person has to come, and that person says, I have been there, you can decide about me, what should I do? But this we have not done. They I don't know, they bring papers from police and everywhere, and they become managers, they become politicians, and they start making money for their future. They make money. Nobody questions them. And those questions, they are put in jail. I don't know what's the relation with jail and the person. We have to amend our system, we have to amend our attitude, we have to amend our education system, we have to amend our judicial system. Judiciary is very important for democratic success, but judiciary is sleeping, lazy, not serious. Judiciary may say you're talking, yes, I'm talking about this, because judiciary is also part of our institutions of constitution. Constitution has judiciary, constitution has executive, constitution has parliament. So we are part of that. Why don't we know that way? We are not part of what we are not talking of. We are part of the system, should be. कहते रहते हैं हम बहुत कुछ, बड़ी बड़ी बातें करते रहते हैं, ये खराब वो खराब, ये सही नहीं वो सही नहीं. सही बात है. आप दिवाली मनाइए, दशहरा मनाइए, होली मनाइए, ईद मनाइए, कुछ भी मनाइए, वो आपका हक है. लेकिन देश की अवस्था को भी बनाइए, देश में जो हो रहा है वो भी बनाइए, वो भी सोचिए कि वो देश नहीं तो कुछ भी नहीं, आपकी दिवाली दशहरा भी नहीं, याद रख लेना. ये देश ही है आपकी प्रॉपर्टी, इस देश आपका अधिकार. अगर ये अधिकार आपसे छीन जाता है, फिर आपके पास क्या रहता है, आप सोच लीजिए. और जब तक ये चलता है अधिकार, ये चलती है ड्यूटी देश की, आगे के लिए मानते हैं, लीड करना जानते हैं, कहते हैं सरकार ने क्या कर सकते हैं, हम ही कर सकते हैं. सही बात है, हम ही कर सकते हैं. गलत क्या है इसमें? कुछ गलत नहीं है. हमको देश को सुधारना है. हम सुधरे नहीं सुधरे अलग बात है. हम सुधरेंगे, हम देश को सुधारेंगे तो हम ही सुधर जाएंगे. नहीं तो हम भी जैसे ब्रिटिश वाले आज पीछे लगे मरने के लिए, हम भी मर जाएंगे. हम देश को समझते नहीं, अपना देश. हम देश का मतलब ही नहीं जानते. हम यही नहीं जानते हम चुनना किसको है. बस ना पार्टियों का नाम ले लिए, लीडर्स का नाम ले चुन लीजिए। अरे आप क्यों चुनना चाहते हैं हमको? मेरे को ये बात समझ नहीं आई। आप उसको चुने ना जो आपका काम करे, कि नहीं आपके माइंड में घुसा दिया गया है एक्सपीरियंस ने कि ये पार्टियां हैं, इन्हीं को वोट देना है, बाकी से कोई मतलब नहीं है। इस बात को माइंड से निकाल दीजिए। जितना निकाल देंगे अच्छा रहेगा, नहीं तो ये आएंगे जाएंगे आएंगे जाएंगे आएंगे जाएंगे, आपका वोट लेके चले जाएंगे। मेरा वोट मजाक नहीं है, वो मेरी अथॉरिटी है, मेरी पावर है। मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ अपने काम के लिए, मजा लेने के लिए नहीं। मजा लेने के लिए नहीं मैं दे रहा आपको। लेकिन आपने सोच लिया कि मेरी पावर है, यही मेरी जिंदगी है, मैं राजनेता हूँ, मैं सब कुछ करूँगा, मैं हर काम अपनी पावर से करूँगा। नहीं, ये आपकी पावर नहीं, ये उस वोटर की पावर है जिसने आपको दिया। आपकी कोई औकात नहीं है, आपका कोई क्रेडेंशियल ऐसा नहीं है जिसके बारे में सोचा जाए। लेकिन ऐसा हो रहा है। हम अपने लिए कुछ नहीं करना चाहते, हम टाइम खराब करना चाहते हैं, हम सीखना भी नहीं चाहते। हम बस कुछ प्रॉब्लम आती है तो बता दो भैया क्या कर रहे हैं, हम कर रहे हैं। ये होता है। क्यों होता है ऐसा? क्योंकि हमारे अंदर शक्ति नहीं है, इच्छा नहीं है। हम सीखना नहीं चाहते, सही तरह से पढ़ना नहीं चाहते, रट्टे मार के पास हो जाते हैं या बिना समझे पास हो जाते हैं। हम सिस्टम से नहीं लड़ सकते, हम पब्लिक से नहीं लड़ सकते, हम वोटर से लड़ सकते। क्यों भाई? जैसे सीनियर सिस्टम का, सीनियर पर्सन का राइट होता है हर जगह, अभी पहले आपको प्रेफरेंस हो जाएगी, वैसे ही कोई राइट किसी और का होना चाहिए, पर नहीं होता है। लगे रहो लाइन में, करो मुसीबत। तो ये सोच जाते हैं कि इन लोगों ने कभी देश में कुछ ना कुछ तो किया होगा, लेकिन आपने क्या किया है आप जरा बता दीजिए। आप बताते भी नहीं, आप जानते भी नहीं, करते भी नहीं है, बस बोले जाते हैं। पब्लिक का ध्यान नहीं है आपको। कितने महीनों से जॉब्स की प्रॉब्लम आ रही है आपको पता नहीं है, और कर्ज रहेगा वो मालूम नहीं है। कांग्रेस क्यों बताए, कोई और क्यों बताए? आप क्यों ना सोचें? कांग्रेस ने जितना काम किया किया, 40 साल 50 साल 60 साल जो भी किया, आपने धक्के मार के उसको निकाल दिया। बहुत अच्छा किया आपने। वो चोर थे, डकैत थे, लूट के भाग गए, आपके पास सबूत तो कोई नहीं। तो सबूत आपके पास नहीं है, पब्लिक ने आपको ऐसी इमेज डाल दी कि अभी भी वही इमेज डाले जा रहे हैं, बदमाश है, चोर है, दंगे है, भ्रष्ट है, ये है वो है। आपके माइंड में ऐसा शो कर दिया कि कांग्रेस तो पैदाइशी चोर है, पैदाइशी बदमाश है। मैं कांग्रेस की फेवर नहीं कर रहा, मैं एक एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ। किसी को बदनाम करने के लिए बोले जाओ ये गलत है, ये गलत है, इसने ऐसा किया, कहानी सुनाई जाओ, और उसको बाद में बदनाम पूरा हो जाएगा तो उसको हरा दिया जाएगा, उसको डुबा दिया जाएगा, उसको फेंक दिया जाएगा, और कोई बोलेगा नहीं। ऐसा ही हो रहा है। ठीक है भाई, कांग्रेस गई कोई बात नहीं, हम कब कह रहे हैं ना जाए, जाए दूसरा कोई आए। लेकिन दूसरा आके भी अगर वही कर रहा है तो क्या गया और क्या आया? कुछ नहीं गया। अगर आके आपने राजनीति में आप आ गए, दूसरे वोट से आ गए, पब्लिक ने आपको और अच्छा माना, आपको बैठा दिया, चलो भाई अब आप बैठिए, जो भी कर सकते हो करिए। लेकिन आप तो उसी रंग में अपने जो करप्शन का रंग है, जो गलत लोगों का रंग है, आप उसमें बिक जाते हैं। फिर आपके पॉलिटिक्स से क्या मिलने वाला है? कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला पॉलिटिक्स से। क्यों मिलेगा आपको? आपने क्या किया है सर? आप जब तक तैयार नहीं होंगे बदलने के लिए, कुछ नहीं होगा। या तो आप डर लीजिए, मर लीजिए, जूते खा लीजिए, पिट लीजिए, कुछ भी कर लीजिए नेताओं से, यही आपकी जिंदगी है। ये ठीक है, जैसे चलता है चलता रहे, तो मारेगा पीटेगा, नवा लेंगे, यंग कर लेंगे, ये सब तो आप सोच लेते हैं। ये नहीं सोचते कि आप करेंगे क्या, अपने फेवर में क्या करेंगे आप, क्या करेंगे नहीं सोचते। जिस सोचना बहुत आवश्यक है। जिस देर से सोच खत्म, सब कुछ खत्म। हम पढ़ लिख के भी आते हैं, लेकिन नॉलेज नहीं होती। क्यों नहीं होती है? क्योंकि हमने बस पढ़ाई की है, पढ़ाई के एंगल से, समझने के एंगल से नहीं की है। समझने के एंगल से करता है वो बहुत अच्छा रहता है। ठीक है, उसको याद ना रहे, उसको क्रैमिंग ना हो, लेकिन समझदारी तो है। समझदारी बहुत जरूरी है, बहुत जरूरी है समझदारी। तो समझदार नहीं है आप, उस टाइम खराब है आप। इसलिए मैं ये कह रहा हूँ भाई, कम से कम वो लोग जो युवा हैं, जिनके ऊपर देश का भविष्य निर्भर है, वो इन्हीं की बातों में ना आए, नेताओं की बातों में। देखो आज हम कहाँ खड़े हैं, हम एक लड़ाई के मोड़ पे खड़े हैं, बल्कि दरवाजे पे खड़े हैं, आप ये कह सकते हैं। अगर ये अभी नहीं संभाला, एक हफ्ते में नहीं संभाला आपने ये कश्मीर का चक्कर, आप इसको सक्सेसफुली हैंडल नहीं कर पाए, तो युद्ध तो होने जा रहा है। हालात ऐसे ही हैं। आप चाहेंगे युद्ध हो? मैं तो नहीं चाहता। मुझे किस लिए युद्ध युद्ध कहीं सक्सेसफुल नहीं होता, दुनिया में कभी सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ, सब जगह फेल है। जहाँ जगह डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री कई है, इराक भी डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री है, और भी हैं, वहाँ चाहे कितने भी सख्ती करते हो, लेकिन अपनी दुकानें अपनी समझा के रखते हैं, अपने हाल को सही साफ रखते हैं, जो हम लोग नहीं रखते। हम खाली कहते हैं, कब तक? हम संभालते क्यों नहीं? कौन संभालेगा हमारी जगह? क्यों मैं डिपेंड करूं कि हमारा प्राइम मिनिस्टर ये कहता है, मैं उसकी बात क्यों मान लूं? क्यों कुछ कुछ कर नहीं सकता? क्यों नहीं करता वो? इसलिए या तो उसको स्वाद चला नहीं है, उसको आता नहीं है, तो ये कैसा है ये तो बता दो। खैर, ज्यादा बात करने से भी इतना कोई बेनिफिट होने वाला नहीं है। दुनिया में जो हो रहा है हर देश में, उसको समझना जरूरी है। वहां से आप लेसन ले सकते हैं। लेबनान की लड़ाई, लेबनान की पब्लिक डिस्ट्रेस जो एक हो सकता है और वार में बदल जाए गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट, ऐसे ही वेनेजुएला में हो रहा है, बीच में टांग अड़ा रहा है ट्रम्प अपनी, और ऐसे ही दूसरी कंट्रीज में भी हो रहा है। जैसे आपका ये यहूदियों की कंट्री, वहाँ भी हो रहा है। और सब जगह जम्मू एंड कश्मीर तो आप जानते ही क्या हो रहा है, आग लगी हुई है वहाँ। ऐसी आग जो दिखती नहीं है, ऐसी आग जो दबी हुई है। आग कभी दबाई नहीं जा सकती है, लेकिन दबा दी जा रही है। आग को रोका नहीं जा सकता है, लेकिन रोक रहे हैं। इसका मतलब आप कहीं ना कहीं लकड़ी को जला रहे हैं, आप कहीं ना कहीं वो ढूंढ रहे हैं, तो आपको जाने से पहले नहीं मिला। आपको समझ आए ना आए मैं नहीं जानता, लेकिन ऐसा ना हो कि बहुत देर हो जाए, कहाँ से कहाँ पहुंच जाए समय, कोई नहीं जानता। आपके पास जो आज है आपसे छिन ना जाए। ये नेता जो बैठे हैं सीटों पे, ये कहीं आपके ही दुश्मन ना बन जाए, ये नहीं चाहता। वो बन सकते हैं, पूरा चांस है, बनाने का चांस है। वो बहुत तेज होते हैं, और सरकार भी हैं, और वहाँ भी होंगे, सब जगह हैं, सब जगह होंगे, कुछ होंगे, क्योंकि जंगल तो खत्म हो चुके हैं। जंगल तो खत्म हो गया है, और हमने खत्म होने दिया है। खेती खत्म हो गई है, इकोनॉमिक्स खत्म हो गई है, नौकरी खत्म हो गई है। क्या चल रहा है? हेरा फेरी, जंजाल, उल्टे जंजाल चल रहे हैं। आके देखिए कितने लोग यहाँ वापसी देते हैं इन चीज़ों में और छोड़ते हैं। कब तक करेंगे? मुझे नहीं समझ आता कब तक करेंगे। करना तो पड़ेगा कुछ ना कुछ, कुछ ना कुछ तो आपको करना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो आप बर्बाद तो हो ही। आप बैंक में पैसे रखें, बैंक में सेफ नहीं है, कहाँ रखें फिर आप पैसे? घर में सेफ नहीं है, बैंक में सेफ नहीं है, तो कहाँ सेफ है? आपकी बैंक की वैल्यू खत्म हो चुकी है, क्योंकि जब बैंक वाला पैसे देना बंद कर दिया, जैसे एक बैंक ने किया, उस पैसे का क्या पर्पज रह गया? कब देगा वो? जब वो देगा तब वो भी इसमें होगा। अगले से समय बड़ी तेजी से मूव कर रहा है, किसी के लिए रुकने वाला नहीं है। इसलिए देश को बचा सकते हो तो बचा लो। जो बचाने आए थे वो तो नहीं बचा पा रहे, जो बचाने आए थे देश को नहीं बचा पा रहे, उनके हाथ से बात जा चुकी है। वो अब खाली अपने नाम के लिए बैठे हैं। ये नीचे कुछ आग लगेगी, कुछ उठाएंगे, खाएंगे रास्ते में, और उठाएंगे बस खाएंगे। मेरे दोस्तों, हालात आज ऐसे हैं हमारे देश के हर सेक्टर में, जो ठीक नहीं। हम सोचते थे बहुत तेजी से देश आगे जा रहा है, कहते हैं जैसे जा रहा है, मैं तो नहीं मानता जा रहा है, इनके कहने से क्या होता है। फिल्म वालों की फिल्म लाइन सुनते हैं तो पता लगता है फिल्म वाले क्या सोचते हैं, क्या सोचते हैं फिल्म वाले हमारे बारे में, ये बहुत जरूरी है। वो ये सोचते हैं कि पागल पब्लिक है, लूट लो इनको, जो मुझे दिखा दो उनको, कुछ भी दिखा दो देख लेंगे। लेकिन कुछ लोग ऐसे भी होते हैं जो खाली पैसे के लिए नहीं आते। अब मैं क्या कहूँ बताइए आपसे। आई हैव एक्सप्लेन व्हाट आई कुड डू, इट्स अप टू यू टू अंडरस्टैंड। Every time we tell something, people do not listen. They listen only when it's over. Problems everywhere, and we are in problems. Haryana government has become a problem. I don't know what is Maharashtra, and I don't know what should Delhi and all that. These people will again tell same thing. 370 days they speak and they will speak. 221, 300, that's all they will speak. Only speak. They will not take action. Some lawyer raised issue somewhere, but there should be stability. And it is my Bharat, why don't you understand that? Stability is very important, social stability, political stability, but stability doesn't mean numbers. No. Stability means constituent of your mind, constituency of your approach, and your thoughts applications. That is very nice. You go to see how many people are sleeping here, various corners of Delhi, and you will find only few there, not all, because those are for few sit for hours. They sit for that work. याद रख लेना, बर्बाद हो जाएंगे सब जिस तरह से हम चाह रहे हैं, और एक बार बर्बाद हो गए तो गए काम से। क्यों बर्बाद होना चाहते हैं, किसी की बात में क्यों आना चाहते हैं? हम पहले किसी को जानते क्यों नहीं अच्छी तरह से? नहीं जानेंगे, हम नहीं जानेंगे, क्योंकि हमें फ्री में गुलामी मिल सॉरी फ्री में आज़ादी मिल गई, पकी पकाई रोटी मिल गई, हम क्यों चिंता करेंगे किसी की? हम खा रहे हैं मस्ती से, पी रहे हैं मस्ती से, हमें क्या लेना देना है किसी से? मर रहे तो कोई भूखा मरता है तो, मर रहे तो किसी जॉब नहीं है तो, मर रहे तो किसी मुसलमान को मार दिया तो। सोच ऐसी हो गई है, ऐसी सोच हो गई है। बहुतों के कमेंट्स पढ़ के गुस्सा आता है, लेकिन कुछ कर नहीं सकते। ऐसे ऐसे बकवास लोग लिखते हैं फेसबुक पे, कहीं और पे। कोई लिखता है गोडसे जी ने एक को मारा, सी लैंग्वेज, गोडसे जी ने एक को मारा, मतलब उनके कहना है गोडसे जी ने गांधी को मारा। उसके बाद और भी उन्होंने लिखी किसने किसको मारा, जिससे इन्होंने बहुत बड़ा रिकॉर्ड तोड़ दिया। या मारने वाले रिकॉर्ड तोड़ते हैं क्या? आतंकवादी जो हुआ है रिकॉर्ड तोड़ता है। हमको जितना जल्दी हो जागना होगा, समझना होगा, अपनी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना होगा, हमें शिक्षा के स्तर को आगे बढ़ाना होगा, हमको साइंटिफिक मेथड्स यूज करने होंगे, हमको समझना होगा कि क्या होता है पक्षियों से, क्या होता है जानवरों से। जब तक हम ये नहीं समझेंगे कि 147 आदमी हमारे आदमी हैं, हमने इनको बनाया है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं। हम सोचते हैं अपने आप करेगा, कोई करेगा शायद। ज्यादा विश्वास जनता का लेना भी ठीक नहीं है, ज्यादा विश्वास देना ठीक नहीं है। उतना दो जितना सही हो, और शायद यही चीज हम नहीं समझे अभी तक। हम सोचते हैं कि हमारे को वोट क्या मिल गया, हमें सब कुछ मिल गया। हम नहीं समझते कुछ भी, और वो भी जब देश ऐसे हालात में हो, झगड़े होने के चांसेस ज्यादा हैं, शांति के कम है। हालात ऐसे बन रहे हैं, पता नहीं 15-20 दिन का टाइम लगे, कितना लगे, सरकार बताए बताए। हम्म आप क्या सोचते हैं बताइए? आप देश को ऐसा ही रखना चाहते हैं या देश को आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं? मैं देश के बारे में रियली वरिड हूँ, क्योंकि जो आज का नेचर है बच्चों का, पढ़े लिखों का, वो देश की तरफ नहीं है, जोश की तरफ है, होश की तरफ नहीं है। किताबें पढ़ने की आदत खत्म, दूसरी चीजें पढ़ने की आदत खत्म, लिखने की आदत खत्म, क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप के क्वेश्चन आते हैं, सब कुछ खत्म हो जाता है एक ही रात में, 1.5 रात में। एक्शन कहाँ से आएगा? अभी सोचना तो पड़ेगा, क्यों नहीं सोचे? देख लो भाई, सुन लो, 2019 चल रहा है और लड़ाइयाँ भी चल रही हैं, और यदि आप भी लड़ेंगे तो देख लो क्या होगा। लड़ाई इतनी आसान नहीं होती है। एक ऐसा राजनेता आया है जो लड़ाई करवाना चाहता है, क्योंकि उसको अपनी गद्दी संभालनी है। राष्ट्रवाद राष्ट्रवाद राष्ट्रवाद, ये बताएगा हमें राष्ट्रवाद? इतना ज्ञानी हो गया है, हमें नहीं पता राष्ट्रवाद क्या होता है। हमें बताया जा रहा है कि राष्ट्रवाद ये होता है। अभी तक क्या था? अभी तक कुछ नहीं था। आप राष्ट्रवादी नहीं करते थे, आप गुलामी करते थे। कांग्रेस के गुलाम हो आप। अब हम कांग्रेस के गुलाम हो गए। अच्छा जी, हम तो गुलाम हैं, बोलिए, हम गुलाम ही रहेंगे। हमें आपका राष्ट्रवाद वो नहीं चाहिए जिसमें एक दूसरे को लड़ा दो, एक को सुख खुश करने किसी भी कर्फ्यू लगा दो, उनको मार दो। हमें ऐसा राष्ट्रवाद नहीं चाहिए। हमें चाहिए राष्ट्र, हमें चाहिए जनता, हमें चाहिए ये सारे लोग जो हैं ऊपर जाएं, ऊपर आ जाएं, अच्छे रहेंगे। फिर भी कोई कहता है उसकी बात सुननी चाहिए। क्या कहता है, कहनी चाहिए। जिस दिन हमें समझ गए कि हमें राष्ट्र को बचाना है, तो कभी हमें नहीं समझे, हम नेताओं को बचाने पर लगे हुए, राष्ट्र को नहीं। वो नेता जो नेता है ही नहीं, जो नेता अभी तक नहीं बने, सीट पर बैठने के बाद भी नेता हो ही नहीं सकते। हर रोज आप जैसे चीटियां फेंकते निकाल के, यही फेंकोगे, यही करोगे, ये राष्ट्रवाद है? नहीं, राष्ट्रवाद नहीं। वो संवाद गलत है, सोच गलत है। आप जब तक सही उम्मीदवार नहीं चुनोगे जो देश के लिए सोचे, देश के लिए करे, आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते। कहने को तो कह देंगे भाषण हो गया, बहुत लंबा हो गया। ये भाषण नहीं मैं दे रहा, मैं देना नहीं चाहता भाषण। मैं सिर्फ याद दिलाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं सबको, हम क्या करें क्या ना करें। जब तक हम ये नहीं सोचेंगे कि बीमारी को कैसे निकाला जाए, हम स्वस्थ नहीं रह सकते। आज बीमारी राष्ट्रवाद की तो बड़ी बड़ी है, एक और बात की बढ़ गई है, कृष्णवाद बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, जावा भी आया है। खैर, ज्यादा फेंकना कह दो आप, समझाना कह लो आप, कुछ भी कह लो आप, मैं सिर्फ इतना कहूंगा, अपना वोट तो कम से कम सोच समझ के दीजिए, और किसी भी नेता की तारीफ मत कीजिए, नेता से क्वेश्चन कीजिए। हम तारीफ करने के लिए नहीं बैठे, तारीफ करना हमारा काम नहीं है। वो खुद बताए नेता कि हमने क्या किया है, उसके बाद तारीफ की जा सकती है। जब नेता जानता नहीं है तो कब जानेगा? आज की तारीख में हर नेता क्या है मिल जाता है इंटरनेट पे। वो किस परिवार से है, क्या है, क्या होना चाहिए था। हमको समझना होगा कि वो क्या है, हमको उनके बारे में पढ़ना होगा, तभी हम देश में कुछ कर पाएंगे। क्योंकि धोखेबाजों से बचना होगा। इनके लिए तो एक सत्ता है, एक नशा, एक दुकान है इनकी, एक होटल है इनका। हम एक बार बैठ गए तो बस हमारी ये दुनिया हो गई, और हमने इसको आगे खींचना है जब तक हम खींच सके। या हम क्या करें ना करें, ये तो सवाल है। हम क्यों नहीं करें ये सब, ये भी सवाल है। वो सोते रहे, हम काम करते रहे, फिर सो जाए वो। ठीक। खैर, आपको समझ आए कि ना आए मैं नहीं जानता। मैं इतना ही जानता हूँ कि कर्म के बिना कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है। कृष्ण ने भी यही कहा था, राम ने भी यही कहा था, और ने भी यही कहा था। जब तक आप कर्म नहीं करोगे, आप फल मत मिलना, आपको मिलना ही नहीं, आपको पता नहीं। और जब आप कर्म नहीं करोगे, जैसे करोगे, अगर आप ये करोगे, लड़ाई करवाओगे देश की दूसरे देश से, तो नुकसान तो होगा। कोई रोक नहीं सकता उस नुकसान को। आप जितनी बड़ी भारतीय हो, जितने बड़े नेशन हो, लोग कह देते हैं ये पाकिस्तान की क्या औकात है, लड़ाई कर ले, बात बात में कह देते हैं। भैया ये आप कैसे कह सकते हैं कि उसको औकात नहीं है? किस ग्राउंड पे आप कह रहे हैं? आपके अंदर एक इमोशन बहता है, उसके ग्राउंड पे आप कह रहे हैं। एक भावना बह जाती है किसी के कहने पे। पहली बात तो ये कि पाकिस्तान को जो भी वो है, हमसे अगर उससे लड़ाई होती है तो उसको भी नुकसान होगा और हमें भी होगा। ये तो बात सच है, और लड़ाई ऐसी होती है, आप किसी को बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकते। उस नुकसान के लिए हम तैयार हैं। हमारे पास इतना पैसा है जो खराब करना लड़ाई में, लेकिन करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि हमने उधार देना है किसी का। देते रहो, क्या फर्क पड़ेगा, मर जाएंगे, यही बात क्या खत्म हो जाएगा। अब समझाना और मेरे बस का नहीं है, समझना आपको चाहिए। पढ़ाई लिखा लोग सब कुछ पढ़ के आए, सब कुछ है, खामा खा की बहस करते हैं। डंडा उठाओ और ठीक कर दो नेताओं को, बस यही है। नेता जब ठीक हो जाएंगे तो इलेक्शन कमीशन भी ठीक हो जाएगा। नेता ठीक नहीं होंगे तो कोई ठीक नहीं होगा। किसी को डर नहीं है, यहाँ पे कोई डर नहीं हमको। ज्यादा मैं सोच रहा हूँ बोलना बंद करूं शायद, क्योंकि लोग भी बोर हो जाते हैं। क्या रोज रोज वही बात, वही बात, वही बात। ये वो बात नहीं है। आपने सुना ही है हमने कि अंग्रेज कैसे करते थे हमारे साथ, किस तरह से होते, हमको मनाने नहीं देते फेस्टिवल, झगड़ा करते थे इसका उसका, और उनके खिलाफ में क्या होगा, कुछ नहीं बोल सकता। वो जा चुके हैं, जो हैं उन्हें मैं बोल सकता हूँ। तो यही बोलना है कि गुंडागर्दी छोड़ो, राजनीति का हराई तुम छोड़ो, पब्लिक के सामने आओ, पब्लिक को फेस करो, पब्लिक उसे क्वेश्चन करेगी, और उसके जवाब पूरा जवाब दो, सेटिस्फैक्ट्री जवाब दो, तो आपकी बनेगी। अच्छी तरह से ऐसे ऐसे आ रहे हैं, ऐसे आ रहे हैं, कुछ फायदा नहीं, हम क्या नहीं। अब हम बंद करेंगे शायद बात, कोई बात फिर देंगे, सोचेंगे कि आगे क्या बात करें। ये तो रुकने वाली है नहीं। जब तक एक कश्मीर का मुद्दा हल नहीं होता, कश्मीर की बात हल नहीं होती है, कुछ फायदा नहीं है। और ये हमारी अपनी ही की प्रॉब्लम है, खामा खा की प्रॉब्लम, बिना बात की प्रॉब्लम। दुनिया में बदनाम हम हो गए, सब जगह बदनाम हो गए कि हम लोग इंसानों के साथ इस तरह से ट्रीटमेंट करते हैं। अब वे कहते हैं कि हम बहुत अच्छे हैं। इससे मैं कहता हूँ फिर देखेंगे क्या करें। सिर्फ इसके ऊपर के संविधान को समझो, अपने हाथ को समझो, और अब बाद में बात करेंगे। अब बंद कर रहे हैं, टाइम भी काफ़ी हो गया है। आपको सबको दिवाली की बधाई, शुभकामनाएं। दिवाली मनाएं, गोवर्धन मनाएं, भैया दूज मनाएं, लेकिन उनकी भी सोचें जो कुछ नहीं मना रहे, उनके भी मनों को समझें जो अभी भी दबे हुए हैं, इस सरकार ने दबाया हुआ है। वो भी हमारी तरह मानव है, वो डिप्रेशन में है, आधे लोग डिप्रेशन में हैं। 3 महीने से दबा के रखा गया जिनको, उनसे आप क्या आशा रखते हैं? उनको कि जान से मारना चाहते हैं तो मार दो, ताकत है तो मार दो। पर नहीं, आप डरपोक हैं, ये सारे नेता डरपोक हैं। यही डरपोक की डेफिनेशन है, और क्या कहूँगा। दिवाली मनाइए, कुछ भी मनाइए, उनकी भी देखो वो क्या चाहते हैं, उनकी भी थोड़ी दिवाली बन जाए तो सही होगा। धन्यवाद। जय भारत।